Hi guys, welcome back to my space. Again, I want to say thank you for always stopping by, for always watching and commenting and interacting whenever you see my posts. Please continue to do that. I really do appreciate. Remember, if this post makes any sense to you, please like, share, and comment. I love to interact with you people. Thank you. So let's get into it. So this is also a continuation of my last two posts. This is the part 3 of the HR talk, and we've been dealing with eating the forbidden fruit in the workspace. Yeah. So in my last two videos, I kind of touched the basics. Okay, talked about eating the forbidden fruit, which is just basically having inappropriate relations with an employee. And I also mentioned the fact that it's not always just some can be consensual, some can be an employer taking undue advantage of an employee, and other in most cases, or in some cases, you also find an employee being the ones preying on their bosses. Yes, finding their ways to skim into their lives, or to even seduce them just to get ahead in the workspace. So yeah, so these are the different scenarios we tackled. Now, I want to say thank you to Mr. Elendo. I'm sorry, I forgot your first name, but Mr. Elendo, I remember the Elendo part. Yeah, you asked a question, and the question said, who loses the most, or who loses the most in these cases, or in this case, in the case meaning like in a case of having inappropriate relations in the workplace. Now, I would say in most cases, the employers or the organization gets to lose. Yes, the organization gets to lose. It suffers the most. Yeah. Then also in a case where an employer has been taken undue advantage of and probably laid off, or you could say that he or she also lost big time. Yes. So now, but for the first for the scenario one, if you remember from the last video, and the third scenario, if you fall for it, if you find yourself engaging in any of those, you lose the most as an employer, or you will make your business or your company or the organization lose the most. Why do I say that? Because once you start doing that in the workplace, once you introduce intimacy, unnecessary intimacy, rather than retaining the professionalism needed in the workspace, you've gotten it wrong. Immediately, you are getting it all wrong, because you have introduced a cancer that will not stop eating until it's like really deep into your business, into your organization, and all whatnot. Now, let's I don't want to go all HR on you people. I just want to make it like one of my usual posts, like we are just talking. So I don't want to get really, really professional. If you want me to go that way, then book me for a session. But let's just bring it home. In a case where in an organization or in a workspace, you find a boss having something to do with the an employee, it gets to a point where this employee loses all sort of regard for this boss, especially professionally. They no longer feel the need for accountability. They no longer feel the need to, they are just they just prance around like lords of the manor. Yeah, they don't regard you. You lose every single respect you have for them. They get away with things because there is basically nothing you can really do to them. They know they are holding you, at a very tight spot. So there's basically nothing you can do. Now, these things gradually begins to degenerate. Other people are watching, other employees are watching. So with time, they will notice that this person seems to get away with things. All of us will have to follow suit. And when they do things, if you ever make the mistake of carrying out a disciplinary action against them when you didn't do the same to the other person, it will just light one massive fire, like, in your workspace. You won't even know what just hit you. You won't know what happened. There will be a lot of rancor, a lot of scheming. You see that your productiveness will just reduce. The level of your productivity will reduce. Nothing, no unison, no unity of purpose any longer. You see, people will just cartels here and there, disarray, everything will just be crumbling right before your eyes. Why? Because of just one thing, one mistake that you made, one single mistake that you made. And the bombshell here is whenever you make the mistake of breaking it off with this person, or if you're a randy employer, a randy boss, and you decided to, maybe a fresh meat came, in quote, I'm sorry I'm using this word, but I just want to bring it home. You've seen a fresh meat, maybe a new employee came in, and you decide to discard this other one, and you are now interested in this new one. Oh my God, all hell will break loose in that your workspace, like at the snap of finger. That other person, the old babe, or whatever, will make sure that she does not go easy. He or she will not go down easy. They will almost want to burn down the whole organization. They want to burn down the whole company. They want to, they will want justice. Now here's the deal. Justice for different people means different things. For one, justice could be tarnishing your image. Like, I will make sure I mess with your reputation, like you worth nothing in the eyes of people, yourself and your company. Justice for the other person might just be making sure that this company will be burnt to the ground. Nothing will work here. Justice for the other person will be, I will make sure I destroy your home, destroy your marriage. And some people, of course, we are Africans, so we know some people can even go as far as going diabolic. Yes, diabolical over things like this. I'm not joking. Most of us who work, you've seen these things, you've witnessed it, you see it happening. Korokoro, what's going on in this space? You see one person who wants to remain the lord of the manor will be like, I am going nowhere. They will not leave. They will not stay and make things better, but they will remain there and become a cancer for you and everyone in that workspace. Again, our video is overshooting, so I think I'll still break it into another part. So at the end of the day, the boss, the business, the organization has the tendency of losing the most. Yes. And also, any employee who was taken undue advantage of and discarded just like that will also feel like, I've lost. So, and for some of them, they will just be like, oh, well, what I was doing with him or her wasn't proper in the first place. So let me just count my losses and just go my way. So it all depends. And like I said, again, if you want for me to delve deeper into this topic, maybe you want me to come talk to your management, or, just call on me, reach out to me, and my company, we will be there. We'll consult, we'll book a training session for you people and for your management. And like I said, I always like to recommend two major courses, which is number one, employee psychology, and number two, managerial woes as in WOES. Yes, thank you for listening. Bye bye now. See you on the next one. I'm sorry it's getting too long, but I think it's by popular demand. So I have a lot of people asking me to do a continuation. So yeah, thank you. Bye bye.